What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ravi Wadden, and in this video, I want to talk about an amazing lease deal that we have on DriveMatch.com on two 2024 Toyota RAV4 Prime SEs. Now, just to be fully transparent, this Toyota RAV4 Prime deal is available to California residents only. But over the course of this video, I'll give you lots of helpful tips and tricks that will help you get a great deal on your next lease, regardless of what car you're trying to lease. Now, in the first part of this video, what we'll do is we'll cover the national lease ad for this Toyota RAV4 Prime SE, and then in the second part of this video, what we'll do is we'll go to DriveMatch.com and look at the same car, and then we'll cover the lease special that we have on DriveMatch.com, and I'll show you why the DriveMatch offer is so much better than the national lease offer. And then in the third part of this video, what we'll do is we'll compare the lease payments on this particular car to the finance payments if you were to finance this particular car, and hopefully when you watch that part of the video, you'll get a better understanding of why leasing this car, especially at the DriveMatch price, is a no-brainer. Now, before we jump into the computer, if you could give this video a big thumbs up or like this video, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are on Toyota.com and we're looking at the RAV4 Prime offer, and this is for zip code 90001, which is a Los Angeles area zip code. Now, right now, you can lease this 2024 RAV4 Prime SE for $689 a month. It's a 36-month lease that requires $2,999 due at signing. Now, you'll see that this lease allows for 10,000 miles a year, and this lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, and dealer options and charges. Now, if we go here and look at the super fine print, you'll see that this Toyota RAV4 has an MSRP of $47,069, and you have a lease and purchase option where you can buy this particular car at the end of the lease for $27,300. And not only can you purchase this car at the end of the lease, but if you have equity in this lease, that means that you can realize this equity anytime you have a lease and purchase option. And here you'll see that the $2,999 that's due at signing includes a $1,660 customer down payment. It includes the first month's payment of $689, and it includes a $650 acquisition fee. And ladies and gentlemen, acquisition fees are standard across the industry. Every lease has an acquisition fee. You'll also see that you'll be charged 15 cents per mile for all mileage that you drive over 10,000 miles per year. So ladies and gentlemen, if you know you're going to drive 12 or 15,000 miles a year from the beginning of the lease, it's better to just get a 12 or 15,000 mile a year lease when you sign your lease agreement, rather than paying this 15 cents a mile excess mileage penalty. Now, before I talk about this awesome lease deal that we have on DriveMatch, I actually want to run the 1.25% rule of leasing on this Toyota RAV4 that is listed on Toyota.com. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the 1.25% rule of leasing, it's just a rule of thumb to determine whether or not a particular lease deal is a good value or not. So what I'm going to do is take the $2,999 that's due at signing, and I'm going to subtract the first month's payment of $689 from that amount. And then I'm going to divide this by 36 since this is a 36-month lease. And when I do that, I get $64.16. Now what I'm going to do is add the $689 monthly payment to this amount. And when I do that, I get a pre-tax monthly payment with zero down, not zero due at signing, but zero down of $753 a month. And when I multiply this by 1.1 to account for 10% sales tax, I get a monthly payment including taxes with zero down of $828.48. And when I divide this by this vehicle's MSRP, which is $47,069, and multiply this by 100, I get 1.76%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, anytime your monthly payment with zero down is less than 1.5% of the MSRP, that's a good deal. If your monthly payment is less than 1.25% of the MSRP, that's a great deal. And if your monthly payment is less than 1% of the MSRP, that's an amazing lease deal. And this RAV4 Prime SE that's listed on Toyota.com is sitting at 1.76%. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not a good lease deal. And remember, I ran this 1.25%, assuming this is a zero down lease, not a zero due at signing lease. Because for those of you that live in the state of California, you're still going to have to pay tax, title, license, and registration fees. and you still have to pay taxes on your rebates. So you're probably looking at another $1,500 to $2,000 in drive-off fees. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to DriveMatch.com, where we have the same Toyota RAV4 Prime SE for a much lower pre-negotiated price. And the best part is that we have 2 of these cars available right now, and my best guess is that these cars are not going to last long at this price. So let's talk about this lease deal on DriveMatch. You have a duet signing amount of $3,000. And ladies and gentlemen, this $3,000 is very different than this $3,000 that you see on the Toyota website. And that's because the $3,000 on DriveMatch.com includes your state registration fees in California. It includes your acquisition fee. It includes your first month's payment, and it includes any taxes that you may owe on your rebates and any other drive-off fees. So you will not pay a penny more than this $3,000. Whereas on this Toyota website, you're still going to pay another $1,500 to $2,000 on top of this $3,000. And the monthly payment for the Toyota RAV4 on DriveMatch.com is only $349 a month, compared to the Toyota website, which is $689 a month. Now you'll see that both of these cars are identical. They both have an MSRP of a little over $48,000. And the lease duration on both of these cars is 24 months. That allows for 10,000 miles a year. And if we click on lease for $349 a month, that will take you to this page where you can get even more information. Now what I want to do is run the same 1.25% rule of leasing on this RAV4 that is on DriveMatch.com. Now, as you saw, the Toyota lease offer was a 1.76% lease deal. And if we do the same thing for the DriveMatch deal, we'll take the duet signing amount of $3,000. And remember, this is your total drive-off fees. You won't have to pay a penny more than $3,000. Let's add the $250 to this amount, which is the DriveMatch fee. That gives us $3,250. And then we'll subtract the monthly payment of $349 from this amount. And that gives us $2,901. And when I divide this by 24, since this is a 24-month lease, I get $120.87. And when I add the monthly payment of $349 to this amount, I get a pre-tax monthly payment of $469. And when I multiply this by 1.1 to account for 10% sales tax, I get a monthly payment with nothing due at signing, $0 in drive-off fees, of $516 a month. And when I divide this by this vehicle's MSRP, which is $48,000, and multiply this by 100, I get 1.07%. Now remember when I said that your monthly payment with $0 down, including taxes, if it's less than 1.25%, that's a great deal? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great deal, and it's almost a 1% lease deal on one of the most in-demand and desirable cars in the country. So to me personally, leasing this car on DriveMatch.com, if you're in the market for a Toyota RAV4 Prime SE, is a no-brainer. The Toyota national lease deal is sitting at 1.71%, while the DriveMatch offer is sitting at 1.07%. Ladies and gentlemen, our pre-negotiated lease deal is not just a little better than the national lease offer, it's a lot better than Toyota's offer. Now in this section of the video, I want to compare the monthly payments if you were to finance this car versus lease this car, and hopefully by the end of this section, you'll understand why leasing this Toyota RAV4 Prime is a financial no-brainer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the auto loan calculator opened up. I used a selling price of $48,000 since that is the MSRP of this RAV4 on DriveMatch.com. And if I use a loan term of 72 months at a very, very generous interest rate of 2% with $3,000 down and a 10% sales tax rate and include all fees in the loan, you'll see the monthly payment if I were to finance this car is $768 a month. Compared to the DriveMatch offer with taxes included with the same $3,000 down of $383 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, 768 minus 383 is a monthly savings of $385 a month. And if I multiply this by 12, that means that you're going to save $4,620 on your car payment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions about this particular lease deal, or if you have any questions about DriveMatch.com, please let me know in the comment section below. And the Toyota RAV4 Prime SE isn't the only amazing lease deal that we have on DriveMatch.com. We have dozens of other lease deals just like this one that you guys can get right now at a rock bottom pre-negotiated monthly price. Thank you all for watching. Financial knowledge is power. Please like and follow for more.